So, momentum waves, which is basically the most influential oscillator in market Cipher B. Price tends to react very heavily with every direction of momentum waves, and is um, also referred to as my vehicle engine. I normally use the word engine to refer to my momentum wave, because you can have a vehicle and you can have a fuel inside, you can have your turbo on, but without the engine it's hard for the car to literally move. So the direction or the movement of price is hugely affected by the direction of momentum waves. And today I basically wanted to deal with certain elements of it. And momentum waves tend to have different other elements, related elements, that also helps with your trading. You could realize that there is this vertical, this horizontal line, and we have these horizontal line. We have the one in the positive territories, and we have the one in the negative territories. Every time momentum wave crosses this 60 line, vertical line, sorry, horizontal line, I don't know why I keep saying horizontal or vertical. Anytime this momentum wave crosses below this horizontal line, it means the price of an asset has bottomed. In other words, it has been oversold. There is so much selling going on that we've reached the bottom, and we are now heading towards the upward territory. So the direction now has changed from the bottom to upward territories, but it's not really necessarily a significant upward. Sometimes you could realize that we couldn't go extensively towards the positive territories, but we came downwards and we headed upwards, in other words. But the indication of this vertical line here is price has reached its let's say the ultimate selling point, and we are not literally going to sell this asset anymore. So there is going to be a redirection of the movement of price, meaning price is either heading upwards. So it's when you see, let's say, price crosses this vertical line, it also indicates that we have overbought this asset. So evidently price might correct itself. So you realize that price came down. So this is one factor, one feature of momentum wave that we can also have within our trading. And we have what we call the anchor and the trigger waves. These are basically smaller waves. The bigger waves that tend to be smaller waves along the line. So let's say we saw a movement downwards here. That was a bigger wave, first bigger wave like this. Then we had another smaller wave, which is a trigger wave. Then we came back with a smaller wave. So it's basically waves moving up and down along the line, along the zero line, and forming from bigger waves to smaller waves. So in other words, anytime you see a bigger wave forming, you realize that there's going to be a smaller wave coming, if possible. And the smaller wave is referred to as the trigger wave, and the bigger one is referred to as the anchor wave. So for every anchor wave, there's a trigger wave that comes along with it. So momentum, or your engine, or your most influential oscillator, has enough impact on price, and you can realize that when we started forming this trigger wave, we obviously entered into the positive territories and price rose. But again, if you're trying to trade with momentum, you should also employ with other oscillators as well for enough confluence, which also helps with the very direction of price as well. So if you have, let's say, the backing of money flow and the backing of VWAP and the backing of RSI all heading toward the same direction, it means price evidently will rise higher. And I think there's one piece of momentum wave that people don't really understand, but it's simple to understand. And once you can establish the basics of momentum waves, trading becomes also simplified, similar to other oscillators and waves as well. So like I said, I do not want to really take much of your time all the time. I just want to keep it simple, and have a nice time.